Good morning, everybody. It's Richard Wharton with OnlineBikeCoach.com, and in today's Xert Daily Ditty, we're going to do a quick, brief overview of where I am in my training, but more importantly, I'm going to divert things a little bit and show you some gas exchange analysis from yesterday's intervals to show you what's happening physiologically while we're pushing physical watts and kilojoules. Let's get started. We're going to go into the training pacer and the training advisor. And if we hop into my goals, I've set my freshness feedback at -10. Yesterday's intervals were pretty hard, and I have to realize that I'm not as young as I used to be, and the recovery from these intervals takes a little bit longer. So what I've done is by going with a -10, it gives me a 0 deficit. I'm going to do a nice easy base ride, and it's asking me for 59 XSS. Completely achievable, completely repeatable. If we go into the progression line real quickly, I'm very happy with the way this is going on my progression line, but I also realize that I cannot take a day off. I need to do this work, and I'm going to give myself, a little bit of a lower purple brick right there. If we go into the planner, let's take a look at yesterday's intervals, okay? Close that out, and we'll double click right there. Come on. There it goes. Let that populate. And here we go. All right, so the goal for yesterday was to try and achieve a 5-minute focus ride with about 75 points of strain. Well, there's my focus duration, 4 minutes and 23 seconds. So I achieved or even surpassed my goal. And there's the 78 points. So again, I did go beyond just a little bit what I needed to do. Took about an hour even. Here is this, ignore this part, but here's the warm up right here. You can see I got a nice deep cut into my MPA and bit into my HIE. And then I performed these intervals. Now, here is my suppressed MPA. I never got a depressed MPA. But more importantly, let's go take a look at this. Specifically, I want you to look over here on the monitor and look at the power and look at the color scheme on the Xert Rainbow. Okay, so here we go. Let's hit play. And here's the interval. So my VO2 max is, I think, about a 65 to 68. And you can see when we zoom in a little bit, here I am in the 40s. It goes to the 48, 49. We want to get above 90% of our VO2 max to get that response physiologically, okay? Now, here I am, and there's a 55, so I'm getting there. 56, 55.9, 55.6. Heart rate is in the 170s. Power stays in the yellow range right there, and yet I'm still trickling up above 90% and towards 95%. All right, so we're going to be doing this for another few seconds. Here I am at 60, 60.3, 61, 61.7. We're going to keep going, 62.8, 63, almost there, 63.4. So I was 95 to 98% of my VO2 max. Let's fast forward just a little bit. And let's go out into one of my orange intervals right here, okay? So we'll hit play once again and watch this VO2 max. So you can see my power is at an orange intensity. These rainbow bars are going to slide over to the left as I bite into my HIE and reduce my MPA, which is right there. And there's heart rate, 56 on the VO2 max, 56.9, 57, 56.7, 57. Now, some people told me that my tidal volume is arguably low, and I do not disagree, and that's something I will work on with a professional. There's a 60, 60.5, 60.4, almost there, 61.4. And watch this. There's a delay, 62.5, 63, 63.7, and now it's going to start declining. Okay? So, what was the purpose of showing you that? Basically, it's this. When we perform intervals on a color scheme in Xert, the benefits end up being, they truly are threshold and VO2 max. And the reason behind that sliding bar or that color scheme changing is that as we fatigue, we drift into VO2 or maximal aerobic power at lower and lower wattages. And that's the unique advantage of the Xert color scheme. Nobody else offers this. They were the first ones to come out with this, and I don't think anybody else has even come close to performing like this. Anyway, I'm kind of running up against my 7-minute limit. I hope this was intuitive and educational, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them on the bottom. Don't hesitate to subscribe. I'll try to keep doing this every day as we proceed, and have a great ride.